Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego here in the Panhandle of Florida. And Karina's feeding the cat. Tokyo, our cat from Colombia. Karina's feeding him out there in the kitchen, giving him food, giving him nourishment because he was crying, because he was hungry. This is your K1 Visa channel. This is your green card channel. This is where you get free information on how to process a K1 visa where you don't have to pay an immigration attorney thousands and thousands of dollars. Total waste of money. Now, I'm not saying immigration attorneys don't do a good job. They do a good job for the most part. But this process is so easy to do, you don't need an immigration attorney. I'm not an immigration attorney. I've got 9 years experience doing this. Okay, I've helped hundreds of people get their green cards and get their K1 visas. I don't give you any legal advice. I don't do that. But I know how to do this like the back of my hand. Pallavi Sharma. Hey Diego, what's going on, Pallavi? And how am I? We're good. Karina's feeding the cat. Adriana Sorango Nunes. Hi Diego. Good evening. Good evening, Adriana. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Tú bien? Tu día bien. And Pallavi Sharma, my case is approved for the green card. Here's Karina. She was feeding Tokyo. Tokyo wanted to eat. The whole world stops rotating when the cat wants to eat, including YouTube channels. Amazing, but we got it. She's here. Congratulations, Pallavi. Your case was approved for the green card. That's a Mountain Dew salute. You know that, right? You get a Mountain Dew salute when you get an approval. There it is. Good job, Pallavi. And Bud Garcia, hello, Diego from Washington State. Bud Garcia, you're getting close. Your prometida should be, you're going to fly to Thailand, right? And bring it to the United States, right? Because she got her K1 visa approved, etc., issued, right? I think that's what you said. I know that's what you said. Let me see. Edward Tubman Jr. Hi, Diego from Liberia. We love our friends in Liberia. How's the weather? Is it nice over there? Is it? I don't know. I've never been to Liberia. I'd like to go there. I know Karina would like to visit. Beautiful country. Pallavi, when should I expect my green card? Give it 4 to 5 months. Okay. In the summer, it takes a little bit longer to process the green card. Okay. Because they're busier in the summer than in the wintertime. So give it 4 to 5 months. Okay. Renika Kendall. Hey, Karina. That's para Karina. Bud Garcia. Hello, Karina. All right, Karina, you're popular today. She was feeding Tokyo. I couldn't stop. I had to start the live stream at 6 o'clock, right? But the cat was like, I want to eat. I said, okay, feed the cat. Chaka Desta. Hey, sir, I'm Diego. So my dad is Sir. Sir, he's up in Thailand. My dad lives in Thailand, but I'm Diego. Hi, Chaka. How are you? How is your family? Easy E Rides. Good evening, Diego and Karina. We love the name. You just got a new motorcycle, right? Easy E Rides. You just got a brand new motorcycle, a new motorbike, a new motor. Very good. Bud Garcia, yes, I am. It will be in September. So in September, you're going to get on an airplane or 3. You're going to fly back to Thailand, and you're going to go and get your prometida. I don't know if this light is any good. I don't know if you can see. We got to keep the light good, right? So in September, Bud Garcia is going to fly to Thailand and bring his beautiful bride-to-be back to the United States. And you're going to land in Los Angeles, in LAX, right? And then you're going to drive from Los Angeles to back to Washington State. I think that's the plan, right, Bud? Adriana Sarango Nunes, on the form I-134, there is a part where you have to say yes or no about specific contributions to the beneficiary. You put yes. You are going to put yes. You are going to contribute to your beneficiary 100% of your whatever it is you make per year. Adriana, you're the sponsor, right? If you're filling out the I-134, then you are the sponsor, because the beneficiary doesn't fill out the I-134. The sponsor fills out the I-134, and the sponsor is going to check yes. I'm going to give 100% of my annual income shared equally with my beneficiary. Okay? You put yes. The sponsor has to tell immigration that you are going to cover your beneficiary 100% medical, housing, food, clothes, money, everything. Okay? That's why you fill out the I-134 and you sign it as the sponsor. The beneficiary does not sign the I-134. It's got nothing to do with the beneficiary. It's all about the sponsor. So the embassy staff can say, okay, you're good to go financially. Easy Rides talking to Bud Garcia. And Bud is saying, where is Larry at? I have no idea where Larry is. Larry Piercy, he went to Thailand. He brought his beneficiary back to the United States. I helped him fill out his K1 visa package. And I'm sure he wants me to help him fill out his green card application. But where is he? I don't know. Wherever he is, I'm sure he's having a great time. Let me see. Francois Livingston. Good evening, Diego and Karina. Francois, what's going on, Francois? Now you're getting close. Your future husband Hamid is in United Arab Emirates. He's got his visa interview September 18th. So things are moving along so fast for you, Francois. You're gonna have to kind of like, I don't know. You're on the slide. You're at the water slide in Disney World, right? You're at Disney World. You went to the water park and you're going down the slide. It's going so fast. Soon you're gonna hit the swimming pool. It's going by quickly for you, Francois. And Bud says, hello, Easy E. Marvell Campbell to Mr. and Mrs. Ross. Now, my dad is Mr. Ross and his wife is Mrs. Ross. I'm Diego and this is Karina. We're informal here. We don't go by formalities, okay? We are laid back, chilled out, relaxed, so you guys can relax, so you can get your K1 visas and your green cards for free. So you don't have to pay these immigration attorneys all these crazy monies, all those companies that charge you, what, a bunch of money just to fill out paperwork. You can do this, guys. I know you can do this. You are very intelligent. You know how to fill out paperwork. You can read and write. You can fill out a Form I-129F. You can fill out a Form I-485 and an 864. You can do this. And an I-134. And, I have complete confidence in you guys. Let me see. Easy E Rides. Yes, Diego. New motorcycle, hence the name change. You're good. We love the motorcycle. We're happy for you. Bud Garcia, yes, it will be half a day. It will be half a day. What? Driving from, are you going to fly to Seattle? You're going to fly to Seattle, or you're going to fly straight into Washington State. You're not going to drive to Los Angeles, right? LAX is a very busy airport. There's a lot of international flights that land at LAX every day. If you land at LAX, you're going to be caught up with 5 or 6 other planes arriving from 5 or 6 other countries, and it could take you 2 hours to get through the immigration line. Francois Livingston, my questions today are all about the I-134, the Declaration for Financial Support. The I-134, which is filled out by the sponsor for the beneficiary for her K1 visa interview. When you get to the United States and you apply for the green card, Mr. Sponsor, Miss Sponsor, you're going to fill out Form 864. There's a difference. The I-134 is how much money do you make and how many dependents do you have for the embassy staff to look at. The I-864 is how much money do you make, how many dependents do you have for the green card application. And Francois is saying good evening to Easy E Rides. And Bud Garcia, no, she changed plans. We will be going to Seattle. Okay, so you're going to fly from Bangkok, Thailand to Seattle. Now, Seattle probably doesn't get as many international flights. So that's a good plan because you're going to probably have less of a hassle going through immigration as far as waiting for your turn for the scary Border Patrol officer or whatever you want to call them. Border Patrol, Customs and Border Patrol. It's Border Patrol. Adriana, it says if you are going to make specific contributions, food, money, etc. That's why we weren't sure. Because then we did mark yes on the petition intended to support the beneficiary. You check yes. And you're going to, and where it says how much money do you make, your income. You're going to put whatever you make in a year is going to go in there. And that's how much you're going to contribute to your beneficiary, your total annual income. Okay? Because you're going to be married, right? Tom Shu. Tom, what's going on? Hello, Diego and Karina. I'm Tom from Auckland, New Zealand. Wow, Auckland, New Zealand. That's where there's lots of sheep, right? Isn't New Zealand like millions of sheep everywhere? And I have got my K visa approved. I'm traveling to the States in 2 weeks. Congratulations, Tom. We love you guys in New Zealand. Tom, congratulations. That's a Mountain Dew salute for getting your K1 visa. And welcome soon to the United States of America from beautiful New Zealand. So you're going to fly out of where? Auckland, I think is the main airport for New Zealand is Auckland. I think it's 2 islands. I think New Zealand is like 2 islands. I can't remember. But I know there's a bunch of sheep there. Congratulations, Tom. Annie Perso, good night, Mr. Diego and beautiful Karina. And Karina right here, she was late. She was like 1 minute late, 1 minute too tardy, because the cat wanted to eat. So she was feeding Tokyo, and I had to start the live stream. Boom. And Tokyo was like quiet now. He's chilling. He's like this. Tokyo's like, he's like this. He's like chilling out on the floor because he ate. Tom Shu, I wonder what will happen when the plane lands. Well, you get off the plane. Would the border control take me to a room for an interrogation? No, you don't get interrogated. You already got interrogated at the U.S. Embassy in New Zealand. You're going to go off. You're going to land in America. You're going to get into the U.S. citizenship line. Don't go to the green card line because you don't have a green card. Get in the U.S. citizenship line. Turn in your New Zealand passport to the Border Patrol or the Customs and Border Patrol, whatever you want to call them. They'll say, welcome to America. They will then take you to another room, and depending on where you land in America, and they will process your I-94. Ask you a few questions and process your I-94, which is your 90-day window of time to get married. The I-94 takes the place of the K1 visa. The K1 visa, when you land in America, Tom, the K1 visa becomes irrelevant. It becomes obsolete, and you get an I-94. The Border Patrol are not going to give you an interrogation. They're just going to process the paperwork and get you into America. Let me see. Bud Garcia, Larry is home. I talked to him, and he said he was going to be on with us. Well, on the live stream. Okay, we'll see. I'm sure he will. Yeah, there he is down here in his big capital letters. Francois Livingston, just to be clear on things on the I-134. I know the I-134 like the back of my hand. That's why people always come to me to fill it out, because I know how to fill it out. I do not put any info about the beneficiary at all whatsoever, correct? There's no point. It asks about the USIS account. I put the USIS account we have, correct? That's correct. The I-134 has got nothing to do with your beneficiary. It's all about you, Francois. Immigration want to see how much money do you make. Are you going to give 100% support to him, which you are? You're going to let Hamid get on his feet, right? When he gets to America, you're going to help him get on his feet. Then you're going to put him to work when he gets his green card. Francois Livingston, for the assets, do you submit documentation to back up what I put down, like the 401k and the house? Yes. You go into Zillow.com, print up the value of your house. Go into Zillow.com, print up the value of your house, and include it minus the mortgage or whatever. You want to you make a little letter, say this is my house, it's worth $1 million and I owe $500,000, so my equity is $500,000. You got to show what your equity is. And yes, you include your 401k documentation. Yes. Bud Garcia, I will be in Thailand for half a day and then fly back. Half a day. Bud, listen to me. You fly all the way to Thailand, you're going to be very sore in the rear end, okay? You're going to be on, probably 3 airplanes going across, 5 or 6 time zones. And you're only going to be there for half a day? You're not even going to spend a day there and go eat some Thai curry and go ride some elephants in Chiang Mai? You got to do something. I mean, that's a lot of money to go all the way to Thailand and not do anything. Get some pictures with your beneficiary and her friends and her family, and include those in the green card package. Make sure you have the boarding passes. Make copies of the boarding passes for the green card application. Okay. Francois, no dependents, just little old me. There you go. No dependents. Larry Piercy, fresh out of Bangkok prison, but got approved. Why is Bangkok a prison, Larry? Larry Piercy, how is Bangkok a prison? Come on. What is this like? A Mountain Dew salute for Larry surviving the Bangkok prison. Larry, how is Bangkok a prison? My dad loves it in Bangkok. Francois, welcome back, Larry Piercy. Live chats haven't been the same without your humor. Well, we got Larry back on the live stream. Let's see what damage he can do. Chiku Dumbaya, Diego, we're good. I received my marriage certificate. What can I do because I changed my name? Do I have to go back to the social to update my status? I don't know what to do. On your marriage certificate, it's going to be your maiden name. You can't change. When you get a marriage certificate, it's your maiden name. You change your last name to your husband's, or however you want to do this, on the form 485 when you apply for the green card. That's how you change your last name. And you say, do I have to go back to the social to update my status? I don't know what to do. CQ, when you get your green card in your hand, you go back to the Social Security Administration and update your status to legal permanent resident. Then you'll get a new Social Security card in the mail with your new name on it, okay? But you got to bring your green card to the Social Security office so they can update your status to legal permanent resident. You get a new Social Security card with your married name. Chaka Desta, how long does it take to get my Social Security card? 8 to 10 days. Work permit, 2 to 3 months. Chaka, boom. How quick was that? That was a quick answer, right? It takes a week to 10 days to get your Social Security card and about 3 to 4 months to get your work permit. Hopefully sooner on the work permit. Adriana, hi Diego, what is the best port of entry to the United States? From Peru, we only have Miami, Houston, Dallas, Atlanta. Miami. Don't go into Houston, don't go into Dallas, and don't go into Atlanta or New York. Atlanta is Delta's hub. Atlanta is the hub of all airplanes that belong to Delta. There is total chaos and confusion at the airport in Atlanta every freaking day. Do not fly to Atlanta. Fly to Miami from Peru. Miami. It's calm. Miami doesn't have 20 or 30 international flights landing there. Atlanta does, Dallas does, Houston does, Miami and New York's especially. Fly to Miami. Larry Piercy, thanks, Francois. Francosis. Larry, don't be disrespecting Francois. Good to be back, and I swear I will never do this again. Well, there you go. Annie Pursuit, hi Diego, I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, having a great time. I got married, got my marriage certificate already. What's the next step? Well, for the next 30 or 40 or 50 days, you're going to start getting your green card paperwork together. You're going to get onto the bank statement. You're going to get your Social Security number. You're going to put together a green card package. You're going to get on the water bill, the electric bill, the power bill. You're going to get your name on the title to the car, to the motorcycle, to the RV. You're going to put your name on the house deed or the apartment or the townhouse. You're going to get pictures with family and friends. You're going to get pictures of your wedding for the green card application. You're going to get pictures of your honeymoon. You are going to put together a fantastic green card application. You're going to join Sam's Club. You're going to join BJ's Wholesale Club. You're going to get those cards and you're going to include them in your green card application. You're going to get a library card. You're going to get your name on the water bill, the electric bill, the internet, the phone bill. You are going to put your name on everything and you're going to save up. And those documents are going to come in the mail. And for the next 2 months, you're going to collect those documents. And then you're going to put them all together and apply for your green card with your I-94, your marriage certificate, a copy of your biographic page of your passport in color, blown up nice and big so immigration can read it, your sponsor's passport, blown up nice and big in color so they can read it, the K-1 visa, blown up nice and big, etc., etc. watch the videos I made on how to put a green card package together. It's only a 20-minute video. Those 20 minutes will save you $4,000 in an immigration attorney. Welcome to Fort Lauderdale. I've been to Fort Lauderdale. Karina's been to Fort Lauderdale. We drove past Fort Lauderdale. And I like it. I got friends that live down there. Shiku, we are still trying to file the green card because my wife needs like $2,500 because we too. Okay. If you are two people, right? Well, I don't have a calculator anymore. My calculator broke. My 42-year-old calculator broke. So I threw it away. But it costs $1,440 per green card if you got a K1 and a K2. So $1,440 plus $1,440 if you have a K2. That doesn't include work permits and advanced parole documents. That is only for the green card and the biometrics. So you got two people. All you're doing is applying for the green card and the biometrics. It's $1,440 times 2, right? That's how much it is, right? Times 2. That's for 2 green cards, okay? It's a lot of money, right? But that's the deal. That's the deal. It's not easy coming to America, is it? It's not easy. Karina's keeping me on track with the questions. Fazak, welcome to the United States, Tom. Yeah, Tom is from New Zealand, beautiful New Zealand. I toured the South Island. There's 2 islands in New Zealand in an RV. Check that out, RV. Beautiful country. Shame you went full draconian during COVID. Yeah, what happened during COVID in New Zealand? Did they close the island down? I want to give a Mountain Dew salute to Fazak. I think California closed down too. I think the only place in America that didn't close down during COVID was Florida. We stayed open. Nothing happened. I mean, the businesses stayed open, the stores, the supermarkets, the malls, nothing closed. The gyms stayed open. We didn't have a problem, but I think California closed permanently, and now they're getting the after effects because businesses are leaving. Larry Piercy, I'm ready to schedule a TRH day. That's the Roadhouse. So Larry's hungry. Larry's hungry for those bread rolls at Texas Roadhouse. Well, let us know, Larry. But make sure you got all your green card ducks in a row and bring them so I can go over them. It's not a fast thing, okay? Putting a green card package together is not fast. It takes about 40 to 50 days if you do it right. You just don't come to America, get married, get a marriage certificate, and apply for a green card. It doesn't work that way. It takes 50 to 60 days once you get married to process a green card package. Do it the right way. But I'd be glad to eat steaks with you, Larry, and your beautiful new wife from Thailand, with Karina, my beautiful wife from Venezuela. Venezuela, beautiful Venezuela. Let's see here. So Fazak toured New Zealand, the South Island, in an RV. That's very interesting. Let me see here. Tom Shu. Well, Larry says Bud's unstable. Larry, we'll meet up at Texas Roadhouse, okay? No problem. But let's go over. Let's see what Tom Shu. Yes, Diego, I'm flying out from Auckland to Los Angeles. I wonder what I expect to do after being taken to the room by the Border Patrol. Don't worry about that. They're gonna want your package. When you picked up your K1 visa and a package of stuff, right? And it's all sealed up in duct tape, right? The Border Patrol, once you land in the United States, Tom Shu, once you land in America, the Border Patrol is going to want your passport, and they're going to want your package of stuff that's all taped up. They're going to open it up. They're going to process your I-94, okay? You ask me, do I fill out the I-94? No. Immigration, the Border Patrol creates an I-94 for you. Either it's going to be electronic, okay? Or you might get lucky and they may fill out one on paper and staple it in your passport. Like Karina, she landed in Miami. They filled out an I-94 and they stapled it in her passport. But you can't. That's not the official I-94. The official I-94 is online. Let me see. I got the website here. If you go into let me see. I'll look it up for you. I made a video about it, but the I-94, go into the Border Patrol website, go into U.S. Border Patrol / I-94. That calls up a website with the Border Patrol. You go into that website, you're going to put in your passport, your country of origin, so you're going to put your name as it appears on the paperwork, okay, in your passport. You're going to put your name, you're going to put your passport and country, New Zealand, and you're going to hit enter, and then it's going to pop up an I-94. You're going to print 5 copies of the I-94. You're going to have a copy for your green card application. You're going to have a copy for your Social Security card application, because you got to have your I-94 when you apply for your Social Security card, unless you just let immigration do it. You're going to have an I-94 to carry around in your pocket to show that you arrived in America legally. You didn't sneak across the border. You came in legally, and you got an interview with the Border Patrol. And you got 2 other backup copies. Give it a couple of days for the I-94 to get created. Go on a computer with a printer and print 5 copies of the I-94. That must be included in your green card application. Do you fill it out manually? No. You don't even fill out nothing. You just wait for immigration, the Border Patrol, to create that form. All you do is print it. You just print it off your computer. Francois, he goes back to the medical facility and they change their tune. I give up. Just get Francois. Get his vaccinations in the United States. Get them done in upstate New York, okay? Just get them done here. He goes back to the medical facility. Oh, quit going back there. Tell the medical facility, wherever it is he's going, have a nice day. You ain't getting my money. I'm not paying for your vaccinations here. I'm going to get them done in America. Cheers, okay? Tom Shu, will they ask me questions and check my phone? They could. They could ask to look in your phone. They could say, hey, open up your Facebook account. Tom Shu, listen to me. If they ask you to open up your phone, open up your phone. They may ask to look at your Facebook account. They may want to see your Instagram account. They may want to look at what pictures you got posted in Facebook. Okay? So it's no big deal. That's what they're looking for. But if you're from New Zealand, I don't think they're going to be opening up your Facebook account or looking in your phone. Honestly, I don't think so. I think you'll be fine. And what questions are they going to ask you? They're going to say, did you get married? You're going to say, no, I'm not married. I'm on a K1. They're going to say, okay. They may say, they may ask you, why did you do what, the Border Patrol process is not difficult, okay? Because you've already passed the test at the embassy exam. If the U.S. Embassy puts some negative notes, okay, in the package that they seal up, then you're going to get interrogated by Border Patrol in the United States. But if the U.S. Embassy just checked you off and you got your K1, you get no worries. They can ask you for your phone, yes. But you don't fill out the I-94. The Border Patrol does that. You must print the I-94 off of the Border Patrol website. You got to print it. 5 copies. Larry Piercy, I did get crossed up with the embassy and got a second interview after lunch and approved. What do you mean you got a second interview? Why did you have to go to 2 interviews? It's only one time, Larry. Unless you were being like a Marine, I don't know. Chris Foley, hi Diego, our K1 visa was issued today in Colombia. Colombia, congratulations, Chris. That's a Mountain Dew salute. Colombia, South America, in Bogota, 10,300 feet above sea level in the mountains of the Andes Mountains. We had to wait for labs. It took 2 months, but it was approved. Yeah. Chris, I said you were going to get approved. You just had to wait out the time. Here you go. You got it done. Shiku, I can show my name is changed. Please explain more when I apply for the green card. Can use my changed name or what? Shiku, when you apply for your green card, on page 1 of the form 485, they ask you a question. What is your legal name? Well, your legal name is going to be Shiku and whatever your married name is with, right? Then they ask you the question too. Have you used any other names in the past? And you're going to put yes. You're going to put Shiku and your maiden name or whatever name it is you used in the past. When immigration process your green card, they're going to process your green card with your married name. They're going to mail you a green card with your married name. Okay? Then you're going to go back to the Social Security office with your green card, which is in your married name, and update your status to legal permanent resident. You can do this, Shiku. It's not hard, okay? You can do it. Chaka Desta, we haven't added any pictures from the wedding and no name on the house. Chaka, you got to put pictures of your wedding in the green card application. You got to put your name on the house or to the deed to the apartment, or if you live in an RV, both names need to be on the title to the RV. You got to show cohabitation. If you don't send wedding pictures, if you don't prove cohabitation, immigration is going to ask you for that information. You'll get an RFE. Where do you live? Do you live together? Yes. Can you prove it? You got to prove it. Francois Livingston, by the way, the I-134 sure has a gazillion questions. What is it, 13 pages long? And pages about the beneficiary, and I have put out NA. There you go, except for the contact info. Well, no, the contact info you fill in, where he lives in the United Arab Emirates, you put that information in there. But the rest is irrelevant. NA, and he doesn't sign the I-134. Only you sign it. Harold A. Harold, your beneficiary is in Colombia, right? Hey, Diego, how long does the result take when she goes for the medical before the interview? It's like 24 hours to 48 hours. Karina had her medical exam. Within 48 hours, she had her paperwork in her hand in a sealed envelope. And then she took it in her hand and walked to the embassy interview with it. It was about 48 hours. Adriana, Diego, on the form I-134, assets, we have written our retirement fund, okay? No check or savings, neither house, because it belongs to my mother-in-law, okay? And the truck is a lease. Don't include it if it's a lease. You think it's fine. The income is way over $25K. You want to be way over 30. You want to be at $30,000 per year minimum for a green card for a family of two. You want to be making at least $30,000 a year plus. If not, get us joint sponsor. And Karina's helping me with this computer thing. Larry Piercy, now let's have a 485 and 864 party. No problem. We can do that. We can do that. Francois, use your phone calculator. Yeah, I'll get the phone right here, but Karina's monitoring the live stream from the phone, which is good. Let's see here. Shiku, my kid is 10. Same price. Shiku, your child is 10. Same price. I'm going to have to check. Okay, you can go into the USCIS fee calculator. I'll write it right here. USCIS fee calculator. Go in here and you calculator. Go in there and look for 480 and go into green card application of adjustment of status. And that will tell you how much it is for a child who's 10 years or younger. I can't remember how much it is for a child who's 10 or younger. There could be a difference in price. It could be less money, okay? So check it out. Go to that website. Go to that where I just said USCIS fee calculator and find out how much it is, because it's going to ask you the age of the person. So you go into the website. They're going to ask you, what are you trying to do? I want to know the price of a green card. And then you put in the age of the person. That will tell you how much it is, okay? Larry Piercy, you could pitch in, Shiku. Pitch in for what? Francois, for the value of the house, I have a CMA report. That is a comparative market analysis. That's what CMA means. From a real estate agent, that's what you're going to use. And I'm going to give you a Mountain Dew salute for using big words, because CMA is a big word, but you abbreviated it. But what it is an evaluation of your house. It's a comparative market analysis. So what the real estate agent did was he looked at houses in around your area where you live, and he got an idea, how much did this house sell for? How much did this house sell for? How much did this house? And then he gets an average, and that's how he gets an appraisal value on your property. Miguel, thoughts on Venezuela, Diego and Karina. My thoughts on Venezuela is the same as my thoughts on the election in 2020 for Trump. It's no different. There's no difference, right? That's my opinion on Venezuela. When the exit polls were coming out with Mr. Edmundo Gonzalez at 70% in the lead over Maduro, and then an hour after the polls closed and Maduro beats Mr. Gonzalez by 51%, there's somebody with a big problem with their calculators. They got to go check the solar panels on their calculators because the numbers are not adding up. That's my opinion. Okay, so there was probably a big problem with the solar panels on the calculators, and they messed up all the numbers. And but I'm sure Mr. Maduro, the communist dictator of Venezuela, is not going to want to go back and recheck those numbers, right? So we are very sad for the people of Venezuela. We're very mucho triste. But the thing is this, okay? They're going to have to toughen up, get strong, and do what they got to do to fix their country, right? Shiku, please explain more on how to change my name on my green application. Page 1 of the 485 is the application for adjustment of status. Page 1. Now, I'm going to go over this again with you. I know you want to learn how to do this, but right here, let's see what I got here. I got all kinds of stuff going on. Is that it right here? But on page 1, this is page 2. Page 1 of the I-485, it says, what is your legal name? Right now. Let me find, I can't find that front page. They ask, what is your legal name? Your legal name is your first name, middle name, and your married name. That's on page 1. Is that it right here? No, that's not it anymore. I need to print a new form. I lost it. Page 1 of the I-4, here it is. It was hiding. Right here is page 1 of the I-485. Right here, they ask you right here, where my finger is, what is your legal name? What is your legal name? That's your married name. Then underneath, they ask you, have you used any other names? Yes, you have. That's your maiden name. So when you fill out the form I-485 to adjust status, on page 1, you're going to change your name. When you mail your green card application off, your green card is going to get processed with your married name. Okay? That's what's going to happen. You change your name from your maiden name to your married name on page 1 of the form I-485. Okay? Adjustment of status paperwork. That's how you change it. You don't change it on your marriage certificate. That's your maiden name. If you've got a social security card right off the bat, it's going to have your maiden name on it. In order to get a new social security card with your married name on it, you got to go back to the social security office with your green card and change your status. But you change your married name, you change your name from your maiden name to your married name right here. Right here. That's how you do it. It's easy. You can do this. Shiku, I didn't miss your questions. Any pursuit, let me see. Shiku, can you explain how to change my name on my green card application? Yeah, on page 1 of the form 485, you fill out your first name, you give your last name, which is your married name. Okay, let's do Karina as an example. Karina's last name is Ross. Her green card says Karina Ross. How did she get Karina Ross on her green card when it came in the mail? How did her name come in the mail on her green card as Karina Ross? Well, right here, she put her name, Ross, and then Karina, and then her maiden name. And then here was her maiden name when this is her middle name. Excuse me. So this is Ross, Karina, middle name, and then here was her maiden name before she married me, Karina, her middle name. That's how you do it. And then immigration will process your green card with your married name, and it gets mailed to you. Hopefully, you don't have to go to another interview with your new name on it. Annie pursued. I am from Guyana. Yes, Guyana is close to Venezuela. Okay, so the dictator of Venezuela, Comrade Maduro, who allegedly got reelected by people in Venezuela who don't have any medicine, no water, they can't afford bread, they can't afford food, they can't afford clothes, they can't afford shoes, decided to put him back in power. And then he decided he wants to take Guyana as his country. Well, part of it, because he wants their oil. That's how communists work. You know, they invade other countries and they try to annex their countries. You know, like in the Crimea in Ukraine. So we're praying for the people of Venezuela because they just got ripped. It's like they went into a restaurant and got triple billed for 2 hamburgers. Triple billed. It's not good. Chris and Emma. Everyone was going crazy about Larry wasn't here. He was in Thailand. He was chasing Larry. You got sick in Thailand, right? Didn't you get sick? How did you get sick in Thailand? What were you doing? Were you kissing elephants' trunks or something? Larry Piercy. The only thing that was said to us at Los Angeles International Airport was, "Do you remember you have 90 days?" and advised in a remedial voice. Got it, Sparky? Yes. They're going to remind you, you got 90 days to get married. FASA, immigration in Atlanta is not too bad. Now, like most airports, they have gone biometric. Okay, so now you have to go through the cattle gates like sheep. No interaction with an officer. K1 arrival, obviously different. You don't want to go through Atlanta International Airport if you are a recipient of a K1 visa. It's a freaking nightmare. Don't fly to Atlanta on a K1 visa because you're going to be in immigration lines forever. If you have a connecting flight, good luck. But FASAC, I'm glad to hear it's a little faster with the biometrics, which means the U.S. government is now keeping track of everybody's face. GLK Dog 01, hey Diego, USIS, and taking too long to answer on the adjustment of status. It's a 5 or 6 months in the summertime. It's slow in the summertime. They sent you the work permit, right? GLK Dog, did you get your work permit? Right, you got your work permit. Now you're just waiting on the green card. Shiku, I missed my important questions. No, I didn't miss your questions. It may have been a commercial was running. YouTube pays for the channel by running commercials. On page 1 of the I-485, question 1, what is your current legal name? Your married name. Question 2, what is your name that you used before you got married? That's your maiden name. That's where you change your name. Okay, right here. That's where you change it, and then the green card will come in the mail with your married name on it if you decided to use your married name. Let me see here. Sandesh Patil. Hi, Diego. How are you doing? Awesome. Fantastic. I checked my green card status before. It's showing 4 months to get approved, but now it's saying 12 months. Is it a problem? They're busy. But it's not going to take 12 months to get your green card, okay? If it says 4 months, give it 5 to 6 months. 6 months, probably the longest you're going to wait, 6 months. 12 months, no. You won't be waiting 12 months. Francois, Diego, when do you recommend Hamid makes his physical appointment? 2 weeks before the visa interview. I say call now and schedule one for the end of August. Hamid thinks it's too soon. What's your advice? 2 weeks, 14 days before 2 weeks before the K1 visa interview, which is September 18th, right? So 18 minus 14, that's when you schedule it. 3-minute soccer. Now, why is it 3-minute soccer? A soccer game's what, 90 minutes long, right? It's 45 minutes per, and then you switch sides. But 3-minute soccer. Paris Embassy takes 4 months to get a K1 appointment. 4 months? Well, I can understand they got the Olympics going on, right? USCIS and NBC took me less than 4 months. Why is it taking so long at the embassy in Paris to get a visa appointment? There's not that many people from France getting K1 visas. I don't understand. Tom Shu, thank you, Fazak. The scenery in the South Islands surely is stunning. Thankfully, the COVID is gone. Yeah, COVID's gone. And New Zealand is a beautiful country. They got great margarine, butter, sheep products. They got sheep. They shave the, what do they call it? Shear the sheep, and then they sell that. They're a great capitalist country. Mr. Somebody, what happens with the paperwork that was handed to the immigration officer? They open it, check it, and then do they file it somewhere? That is like asking me what goes on at S4 in Area 51. In Area 51, what goes on in Area 51? Do they back engineer alien spacecraft in Area 51? No, they don't. They design advanced fighter jets for the US military. So what happens at Area 51? What happens to the paperwork at Area 51? I don't know. What happens to the paperwork when the Border Patrol take it when you enter the United States? I don't know. More likely, it gets scanned and loaded on a disk somewhere and held on a server in America somewhere, in some secret place. But I have no clue what happens to the paperwork. Tom Shu, thank you very much, Diego. No problem, Tom. Shiku, Diego, can you travel within America when the I-94 expires? Yes, you can. You can do that. Just don't leave the United States. Immigration, understand it takes more than 90 days to process a green card. It takes 6 months. And if you want to travel somewhere you can fly on your I-94, even if it's expired. Okay? But don't leave America. Let's see. Fazak, Francois. I use my property tax bill and Zillow recent sales in my community for home. There you go. Fazak. Top of the class. 3-minute soccer. Paris Embassy takes 4 months to get an appointment. 4 months. What are they doing at the embassy in Paris besides watching the Olympics? They got to get off their butts and get to work. Fazak, Francois, spell check changed. Miguel, Diego, what if my wife and I live together with my mother and only my mother's name is on the bills and the rent? How do we show cohabitation? Let me see. Only my mother's names are on the bills and the rent. Well, you could put all three of your names on the lease agreement to the apartment, right, or the house. Can't you do that? Can you put all 3 names on there? Your mom's name, your name, and your wife's name. You can put your name and your wife's name on the electric bill, right? You can do that. You got to prove cohabitation. You got to prove it. You could get your mom to write a letter of affidavit saying that you live with mom while you build your resources up to get a house. You can do that. You can get your friends and family to write letters to you where you live at your mom's house, and the letters will be addressed to you and your wife at this address. You can use that. There's different ways you can prove cohabitation, okay? Get a library card, get a Sam's Club card, get a BJ's Club card. You got to put an address down on there, right? You got to prove cohabitation. Let's see here. Francois says, no worries to Fazak. Francois, I'm glad when I am done worrying about filling out K1 visa forms. Francois, you're going to get through this, okay? Not much longer. It's not much longer, okay? Francois, for the alien registration number, is that the case number we were assigned at the NVC? No. The alien registration number is the alien registration number that is listed as an A number underneath Hamid's name on the NOA2 letter. So you're going to get the NOA2 letter, and then you're going to come across here, and you're going to look for Hamid's name, and underneath it's going to be the alien number. That's the alien number, okay? You're going to need that also for the green card application, okay? Get the NOA2 letter. Go get the NOA2 letter. Look at it. Look for Hamid's name as approved. It's going to say K1 visa approved, blah, blah, blah. Underneath is going to be his name. And then right there is going to be his alien number. It's going to say A number. It's going to say A number. Let me do it right here. It's going to say A number. I can't even type. Okay, and then whatever it is. You got to look for it. It's on the NOA2 letter. Got it? Francois, tell me you understand that. Now, don't apologize for all the questions on the I-134. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Fazak, if you are interested after the live chat, try Free TV on YouTube. It's showing live coverage of demonstrations in Caracas. I don't think it's a good point, but honestly, there's nothing we can do. We're not in Venezuela. If we were in Venezuela, I'd be up in front screaming whatever I'd be screaming with the Venezuelan flag. But we're not in Venezuela. We're in Florida. So we're gonna support the Venezuelan people through our prayers. But watching YouTube about watching people protesting isn't gonna help anything other than get Karina mad. She's gonna start getting angry. And that's hard to do. She's hard to make angry. She's a real calm, laid-back person, but she does not like what happened in Venezuela. Because what happened was, it is what it is, okay? 3 minutes of soccer. Diego, the Paris embassy is very slow. 4 months to get an interview. That's insane. It shouldn't take that long. GLK Dog, no nothing, still haven't got an answer. Okay, it takes time. The green card processing is not fast like it was in the wintertime. But you're going to get the green card. You got the work permit, right? GLK Dog. Did you get the work permit? If you did, you'll get the green card. Larry Piercy, BRRF on a pizza. What is BRRF? Green beef should have been a red flag. Oh, you got sick on a pizza in Thailand. So Larry Piercy was eating Thai pizza and got sick. Listen, Larry, when you're in Thailand, you don't eat pizza. You eat curry. You eat rice. Okay? When you're in the United States, you eat pizza. Not in Thailand. My dad will tell you that. Francois, sorry for all the questions on the I-134. No, Francois, that's why we do the channel, to answer questions, to save you money. So you don't have to spend an arm and a leg on getting this done. Frazak, LOL, you are from Form tonight, Diego. Kiss in elephant trunks and Area 51. Yeah. The question is, what does the Border Patrol do with the paperwork when they take it from you at the airport? That's like asking me, what are they designing in Area 51? I don't know. I mean, it's top secret, probably. And Larry Piercy got sick eating pizza in Thailand. You don't eat pizza in Thailand. You go to Thailand, you ride elephants, and you eat curry. And you eat lots of red curry, or green curry, or yellow curry. But you don't eat pizza. That's like blasphemy, eating pizza in Thailand. You eat red curry with chicken, hot. It gets so hot that clears your nose out, and you never get sick. Miguel, what will be different this time around in 2024 U.S. elections compared to 2020s? Let's see what's going to be different. Well, President Biden dropped out of the race. I mean, okay, so he obviously isn't well enough to run for president. Okay, he doesn't even know what day it is. And his wife has to tie his shoes. So I can understand why he dropped out. What he needs to do is go home to Delaware with his family and relax with his family. Okay, because as president, he ain't working. Okay, what will be different this time around? Well, in order for Trump to win, he's going to have to win by having so many people vote for him. where it's impossible to fix the election. It's too big to rig, is what they say, right? That's what we said in Venezuela. Mr. Edmundo Gonzalez was so far ahead in the exit polls, there was no way he lost the election. But he lost the election. According to Maduro's election committee that counted the votes. Maduro was in control of the count, okay? It wasn't independent. And then he wouldn't let independent people come in and verify the election results from Argentina. Was it Argentina? And donde? Okay. Argentina. So people from South America, Argentina, Chile, Peru, Central America, they wanted to come and verify the results of the election in Venezuela. Maduro wouldn't let them in the country. He said, no, you can't come in. That's a red flag to me, right? Okay, so what will be different? We're going to wait and find out. Let's see what happens. Let me see here. Larry Piercy will schedule Texas Roadhouse Wednesday. Well, Wednesday we do live streams. We do the live streams on Wednesday, Larry. So government word in BKN, you got green card in 4 months. Karina, congrats. Yeah, she got her green card quick. They mailed it to her because guess who put the green card package together? Who put the green card package together? I'll give you one guess. I did. So I'm going to give myself a Mountain Dew salute. They mailed her the green card very quickly. Francois, I got the alien number above Hammond's name on the NOA2. Big thank you. Francois, I know these forms like the back of my hand. From Section A, Part Z, Part D, Part B, Part T. You had a question. I gave you the answer. Now you have it. Not funny, Fazak, says Larry Piercy. Miguel's laughing. Francois Livingston, we each were assigned alien numbers. So do I put his or my alien number? Francois, on the paperwork, they asked for Hamid's alien number. They also ask for your alien number because you are a naturalized American, but that's on another section. I don't think it's on the I-134, I believe, but I'm going to have to look at it and see. But it asks you, they ask you the question, especially on the green card application. They ask you, what is Hamid's alien registration number? You put it down. And then if you are a naturalized American, you, Francois, will have an alien number also. You put that down in the block where they ask you what your alien registration number is. So let's see. Let's look on the green card application, right? This is the application to adjust permanent residence. And I'm looking through here. And this is primarily about the beneficiary. And then they ask you information about your current marriage. Okay? Yes, on page 5, right? Page 5, I need to look at the form, but I think they're asking for Hamid's alien number, not yours, because it's all about Hamid. But I'll double check it for you. Before you fill it out, let me double check it. Let me see. Fazak, Larry, if it's any consolation, I got food poisoning in Thailand. Well, you're eating pizza in Thailand, okay? That's why you got sick. But only once in over 30 visits. Well, in 30 trips to Thailand, on 29 trips to Thailand, you didn't eat pizza. On your 30th trip, you decided to eat pizza, right? How long was that cheese sitting out for? 2 or 3 days? I don't know. Larry Piercy, no, I will schedule a date Wednesday with you for the following week. Okay, I got you. So in the next live stream, you're going to figure out a date and we're going to meet up. So I save you from a green card headache. We're going to get you through the green card process now. Larry Piercy at Texas Roadhouse. Miguel, are there mail-in ballots this year? Depends on the state. You know the state of California loves mail-in ballots, right? You know, New York is going to love mail-in ballots. So yes, there's going to be mail-in ballots. Now, what's interesting in Colombia, in the Republic of Colombia, there are no mail-in ballots in Colombia. When you vote in Colombia, you get your cedula, you go in person, they look at your cedula, you sign your name, and you vote in person. You have to prove who you are, and you have to do it in person. In Venezuela, it's the same way. In Venezuela, you got your scheduler number, and you go in person and you vote in person. You don't mail anything in, which makes it impossible, okay, for Maduro to win this election. Because 70% of the crowd and the election polling and the exit polling were for the other guy. But in the United States, there's mail-in ballots allowed. In Florida, you can do mail-in ballots, depending on the district, the state, the county. In California and in New York, I know for sure that there's mail-in ballots. And in Georgia. So I don't agree with mail-in ballots. I think if you're going to vote in America, you got to go in person and vote and put your face to your ID and sign a name and vote. So the election official knows it's you. That's just my opinion. I mean, every state has their own rules. Francois, page 5. I'll check it out for you, Francois, and I cannot give you the answer right this second. Bud Garcia, Wednesday is the live stream, Larry. The live stream is Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Bud knows. Bud's on it. Larry Piercy, sleep, Bud. Fazek, no dude cutting up a mango, dropped it and caught it with his hand. That dirty hand touching the fruit nearly killed me. I can understand that, Fazak. But, I understand. Bud Garcia, I never got sick in Thailand and I had pizza every time. Well, you ate pizza that came out of the oven right away. You ate it right away. Larry, he bought a pizza. He took it home and he let it sit on the dining room table for 2 days. And then he ate it. Larry Piercy, Bud, you eat like a mountain goat. Easy E writes, Bud, good luck in Thailand. Bud Garcia, yes, I do. And Larry Piercy, Fran Coises. Francois. Now, Larry, your French is just horrible, okay? Don't be trying to speak French to Francois. Francois can speak fluent French. She can speak fluent English. She can speak fluent Arabic. And she's learning Dariji. Whatever the Moroccan language is. I mean, she's smart. Francois, Larry Piercy, it is Francois. Parlez-vous français? Parlez-vous français? No, Joe no parlez-vous français. Now, Francois, I've been to France 11 times. I've been to France 11 times. I've been to Paris, Dunkirk, Cherbourg, Le Havre, Marseille. I've been to France so many times I lost count. And I loved it there. But the price of a freaking Big Mac at McDonald's was insane. And I'm not being a pun there because the River Seine runs through Paris. Okay, but I was in Paris on the River Seine eating at a McDonald's where the price was insane. But I had to have my Big Mac and my fries. So I paid it. That was in 1991. Bud Garcia, yes. He did. His stomach is not cast iron. Larry Piercy, barley English, all 4-letter words. And then Francois is Dariha. Okay, Francois. Dariha. It's Moroccan. Isn't it easy just to say Moroccan? You can speak Moroccan, Arabic, and French, and English. And I can speak English, Spanish, a little bit. Oh, okay. I'm good with Spanish and Italian. I can speak some Italian. I lived in Italy for 6 years when I was in the military. I lived in Sicily and I lived in Sardinia. Okay, guys, I've been talking for an hour. I got to find out the question for Francois regarding the I-134, page 5. I'm going to give you the answer very soon, Francois, okay? So just hang tight on that. Because if you are a naturalized American, you have an alien number just like your beneficiary has an alien number. When you become a U.S. citizen, you don't lose your alien number because you are a U.S. citizen, okay? Annie Persard, I didn't receive any I-94 form from the migration officer at the Miami airport. Don't worry about it. Go online and print it. Go into the I-9, type in this. Type in this on Google. If you trust Google, right? I'm sure you trust Google. I'm trying to write this without my glasses on. This right here go to Google, Annie Persod, go to Google and type in I-94 official website. Go in there and then you can find where to print your I-94. It's electronic. When Karina entered Miami Airport, she went to the Border Patrol. They gave her they filled out a card for her I-94. I guess they just were being nice to her. But we used it in the green card application. We made a copy of it, but we got the original I-94 off of the I-94 official website. Okay, got it? Jay Baxter is in the house with a big happy face. Yeah, Bud Garcia, Jay Baxter, big happy face from Jay Baxter. So I'll stick around a little bit longer. I'm sure Jay Baxter's got some questions. Annie Persord, you got it? It's easy, okay? This process isn't difficult, but people don't know how to do it. So I try to put a big spotlight on how to do this process, so it makes it easy for you. If you had called an immigration attorney and say, hey, how do I get my I-94? The conversation would have lasted maybe 10 minutes and you would have been billed maybe $400. You ask the question here on this channel, how do I get my I-94? And I answer the question and you get it for free. It's a good deal, right? Okay, Jay Baxter, what questions have you got? Because I'm fixing to go get a hot dog. Hot dog? Perro caliente? Karina wants a hot dog. Okay. With some onions and ketchup. That's good for me. And maybe some cheese. Jay Baxter, good evening to the Ross family. What's going on, Jay Baxter? What's going on? How is your family? And what questions are you going to throw at me? Because if y'all have ran out of questions, we're going to go eat. Okay? So I'll wait and wait and wait. It's like you're waiting for your green card. Waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I'll answer your questions. We want to welcome Larry back to the United States from Thailand. He got sick eating pizza in Thailand. He bought a pizza. He let it sit on the table for 2 or 3 days, and then he ate some of it. He got sick. And Miguel says good night, and Karina, and Miguel gets the last word. And we'll see you guys on... Wait. Jay Baxter got a question. Waiting and waiting. She got her single certificate, okay, a SOLTAD, Certificado de Soltera, and it's just waiting for her medical exam. Don't have any questions today, okay? And Fazak, look at that. Man, Fazak, you always come through with the super chats, man. Fazak. And Francois says, Diego, I think I got it. Page 1. You see the light, Francois. You can see the light. Thank you, Fazak, for that super sticker. That's a super sticker. That's a double Mountain Dew salute. We appreciate the super stickers. We go and get Mountain Dew. So I keep my mouth dry or liquefied for the live stream. And I get to take Karina to eat at Hardee's because she likes the Hardee's big breakfast with the sausage. That's what we do with the super chats. And page 1 is about Hamid's alien number, and page 5 is about me. Francois, I told you this was easy, right? And don't forget, Francois, when you fill out the paperwork for the green card, they're going to ask you for your alien number, and they're going to ask you for Hamid's alien number. So don't lose that information. Have it set it aside somewhere so you're ready for the green card paperwork. And we're out of here. Fazak, thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you on, what's today? Monday? Wednesday.